Here we are with my 51 Case SC back at Memorial Day weekend. I had a flat tire and I couldn't get the air, didn't have enough air hose to reach, so I tried to drive it slowly down to the garage to get air, and the tire was pretty rotted anyway, but it cut the sidewall. Managed to put a nice big hole in the tube. And I could have got by just replacing the tube, maybe putting a boot in the tire. But anyway, I ended up picking up this Thailand-made tire, 500 by 15 tri-rib with the inner tube for 56 bucks off an eBay seller, eBay store. Can't remember the name of it right now. But I've got her jacked up and got a set of Harbor Freight tire irons out here. And this is a little weak Windex solution I'm using to bust it loose, but I'm going to go ahead and mount the tire and put a tube in it. Alright, part 2. The tire is on. Took a bit of wrangling with the tire irons, but it's on there. 44 pounds is the max pressure they call for. So it all seems to have gotten together. Here's another problem with this thing. This tie rod, in case people call it a chicken roost, is so worn that I've had to crank the adjusters in to there on this end and to this point on this end in order to get the slop out of the steering. The net result is that it'll turn a lot sharper to the left than to the right. It doesn't turn an even amount either way. So since this is not a restoration and I can't seem to find one of these steering rods that's not totally worn out, I'm thinking of just simply measuring that distance about an inch there and about an inch there, and basically just cutting this and making some sort of an adjustable sleeve with some threaded rod or something like that. I don't see any reason it won't work. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and fire this thing up. Let's see how easy it starts. Yes, it is actually running. This thing will idle down so low. I put a new universal replacement carburetor on it a couple years ago. The old one had real worn out throttle shaft bushings and everything. But she'll just idle down so slow, it's incredible. As far as I know, it looks like the head's been off. Probably had a valve job at one time. It was originally magneto ignition. It's been converted to a distributor. I've had this tractor for about 15 years. Really hasn't done much work since I've had it. I bought it because it was cheap and available. It's an original Case trip bucket front end loader. Tires are pretty weather rotted, but I'm not about to pop about 500 bucks a side for new rubber until I absolutely have to. It's a 1951 model. But it needs a thermostat. It won't run over about 140 degrees. And it does smoke quite a bit. Mostly bluish white smoke. I just love old stuff.